Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back, and today I have another Thorfire flashlight. This is model TK05. This is for all you AA battery lovers out there. This is a nice light. Here's a look at the packaging. It's very simple packaging. You can pick this up on Amazon for around $22, give or take a little bit. You know, at the time of me shooting this video, I think I paid like $22. This is the flashlight itself. It does not come with a charger. It's not a bundle. Here is a quick look at the owner's manual. And there is a look at the spec sheet. We will talk about that a little bit more here in the video. There's the flashlight itself. And the last thing that you have in this flashlight is 2 spare O-rings. Those O-rings are nice because they help with the IPX8 waterproof standard of this light. So let's take a first look at the light. That is a pretty light. It's got a nice steel belt clip on it. The machining looks really nice. It's very clean. I like the fact that it has a metal or a steel switch on it. That looks pretty cool. It looks good. There's a look at the lens. You can see that there's a textured reflector inside. This is a glass lens. This isn't plastic, so it's made very well. It's a very durable light. Now let's take a look at the tail cap. I want to look at those spring that's on the tail cap and see what kind of quality we have there. Looks like a decent tail cap spring. And then of course, if we look inside the battery tube, I always like looking inside there and seeing what it looks like inside. Okay, now you can tell by the thickness of the battery tube that this thing is going to be pretty strong, pretty durable light. Now if I unthread right here, I always want to know if I can change the orientation of the battery tube or not. Now I cannot because the threads are different. The reason I would want to change the orientation of the battery tube is so that I could change the orientation of the belt clip, the pocket clip. But we're not able to do that on this model. Everything looks like it's machined very well, like it's built very well. You can see the dual O-rings on the battery tube, one right there and one right there. And again, I can't say it enough, the battery tube on this one is really thick. I like that. I think this is going to be a very durable, like a tough flashlight. This is probably going to be one that you can just throw around. You know, it's tough, you can drag on it, it's got a metal switch. I think that's pretty cool. So it will operate on the 14500 batteries, which are lithium ion rechargeables, and it'll also operate on the very popular AA batteries. Now I can find these AA alkalines anywhere, dollar store, Walmart, even a grocery store has AA's. Gas stations, all kinds of places are selling AA batteries, so they're easy to find. Now some flashlights will not operate on the 14500 batteries because they operate at a higher voltage. Okay, these run at 3.7 volts where your standard AA batteries operate at 1.5 volts. But we're going to go ahead and put in a standard AA and we're going to go through the modes, and I'll talk about the run times and the lumen levels and things like that of each setting of this light. I really like the interface of this flashlight and I love the memory mode. We don't have a tail cap switch here to turn the light on, so everything is going to be done with the side switch right here. So to turn the light on, we're going to push this side switch and it's going to come on to the last mode access, whether that was low, medium, or high. Now in our case, we were on low, and with this light, low is 5 lumens with the AA battery, and it'll last for 20 hours. Now if I press this button again, it'll step up to medium of 70 lumens, and that'll last for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then if I press it again, we will go to high. High on this one is 240 lumens, and that'll last for 45 minutes. Now if I was to long press this button, which turns the light off, and then I turn it back on, you notice it came back to high. So whatever setting I'm on, like let's say low for example, and then I long press to turn the light off, and then I turn it back on, you notice it comes back to low. Okay, so that's what I mean. I really like the interface of this flashlight. It remembers what it's doing. So again, to cycle through the modes, once the light is on, we're just going to push the button here. Low, medium, high, low. Now if you want to access the strobe function, it's very simple. Just double click. There is strobe, and on this one, strobe is 240 lumens, and it'll last for 45 minutes. So now I want to make sure I'm back on low here, and we're going to turn the light off, and we're going to swap out batteries, and I want to show you what this light does with the 14500 battery. Okay, so let's get rid of the AA. Let's put in the 14500, and you'll notice that the run times and the lumen levels change. Okay, so let's turn the light on. We are on low, and on this setting we are 13 lumens. This will last for 8 hours. And then if we go up to medium, we are at 100 lumens. This will last for 2 hours. Then if we go to high, you can see that high on this battery, 14500 battery, is 600 lumens. That'll last for 32 minutes. Okay, so again, there's low, medium, high, back to low. Now again, to double press, we're going to get to the strobe function. Again, 600 lumens for 32 minutes. So I really like the way this flashlight interacts. I like the low, medium, high, and then the strobe. The one thing that I wish that this light had was a moonlight mode. You know, maybe like 1 lumen with the 14500, half a lumen with the AA. Something like that would be really nice, but it does not have that. But as far as the way this thing performs, again, it turns on, the memory works really good. You know, you just press it, it goes right back to where you were, and we were on low, so we're on low. Again, 13 lumens for 8 hours. And then long press turns it off. I like this light, I think it's pretty cool. If I double press from being off, it goes straight into a strobe. I'm going to turn this thing on to high. We're going to drop it in the water. Completely underwater. That light is completely underwater. No problems. Let's bring it out, shake the water off a little bit. Let's cycle through the modes. There's low, medium, high, back to low, double press, strobe, back in the water. That's very visually disorienting, that strobe. Pretty crazy. Low, medium, high, strobe. Back to low, turn it off. Let's check the memory. Yes. I like this light, very nice. So it clearly passes the IPX8 waterproof test with flying colors. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this guy on. I'm going to put it on to high. I'm going to drop it from about hip high. And I noticed that drop, it dropped right on the head of the flashlight. Okay, so let's take a look and let's cycle through the modes. Low, medium, high, strobe. Let's go back to low, turn it off. And let's inspect this light and see if we have any damage. I don't see any damage that's bad. I mean, we dropped it pretty good. And not really any damage to speak of. So that's pretty cool. It definitely passes the impact resistance test of 1 meter. Right now we are on low, and even on this lowest setting, we can see clearly what's going on in here. Let's go to medium. Medium is really good. You got a nice hot spot, big flood. Looks nice. And then of course high, nice tight hot spot, big flood, plenty of light. You can clearly see what's going on. Now strobe warning, everybody. There's what the strobe looks like. It goes kind of slow, and then it speeds up, and then it goes kind of slow, very disorienting. And then a single click brings us back to high. and then low, medium, high. I love the UI of this one. Turning it off, turning it back on, it comes back to the last mode. Very nice light. I like this one. So my final thoughts on the Thorfire TK05. Excellent light. I like it. Very durable. I like the metal switch. I like that it'll run on a 14500 or a AA. The UI is very easy. You know, the memory function works very good. Everything's working off of a single switch right here. I like the battery tube is really thick. The only thing that I wish they would have done is I wish they would have included a moonlight mode. You know, then this would have been pretty close to the perfect light at that point. I mean, it's got the nice heat deflectors here, so it deflects heat. I mean, the operation of the light is very simple. It's just long press or short press. So it's long press turns it on and off, short press goes through the modes. Very simple. Low, medium, high. I just wish they would have added that moonlight mode. That would have been sweet. From the off position, you can double click and it goes right into strobe from the off position. I mean, it's just very nice light. The price point again is around $21 currently. I think there are times I've seen this thing as low as 16 bucks. So depending on the time of year and when you watch this video, will kind of determine the price. Now, I want to say thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video. I really honestly like this light. It's a very good one. I'll put a link to the description box down below where you can find this. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Please feel free to leave your comments down below and let me know what you think. And until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.